Wouldn't he want a girl? But wouldn't he want a girl to be with him when he's in that struggle mode? Like, wouldn't you want, because like women nowadays,
that's not what he wants. And
let's say Trigger, he gets to 80K, 100K, whatever he wants, and then he loses his job. And that chick mentality is she gonna leave. Like, wouldn't you want a chick that's gonna ride for you from where you started and then help you build? Like, it's just wild.
And that's why I feel like let me just say this one part. I think people need to focus on the compatibility within their area, what you can get. It's not even about staying on land. Go out, try to get something, see what sticks, and who is compatible. Who do you actually like? Now try to build something with them, because once that like is there and y'all actually love each other, then finances won't really matter at the end of the day. If somebody loses their job, that person's not going to leave somebody that they love, because that love factor, that foundation of compatibility and love was actually there first. So the finances really don't matter. We're going to get as much money as we can together. But in this economy, you cannot control that. And you could be in a job for 10 years and the next day get laid off. So nothing is assured. It's all about that.
I agree with that. I hear what you're saying, Trey. To me, this is a part of what I was saying before, but now it's on the level of I didn't hear the age you say your brother was
33.
And this is no disrespect to him, but I think this goes back to not being clear of like what things mean. Like, what does it mean to be a man who is on his purpose? What does it mean to decide you're ready for marriage? What does it mean to be in a, like, we don't have foundational things on what steps of life means. So you start to get lost. Like, once you get beyond a certain point, you're kind of not really sure, because I get what y'all are saying, but on the other hand, I think he should be less focused on going out and like finding a woman and be more focused on what he thinks he's to focus on with himself, and then the woman will find, like, she'll be in the journey. In my
and women are attracted to security. You know what I mean? He needs to be able to have that. If he's intentionally dating, a woman wants to feel like, okay, I'm going to do life with you. You know what I mean? And I can do life with you because I feel safe in these areas. You know what I mean? I trust you. It's nothing wrong with building from scratch, but know who you're dating. Know what the plan is. I think you have to at least come with a plan. You can't just come. I feel like if you really don't have a plan for yourself as an individual and you're still lost, just like as a single male or female, you shouldn't. Even for women, you shouldn't be focused on relationships. I feel like you need to do some self-development before you go jumping into a relationship and be like, well, come and get in the trenches with me and we're going to build it from the ground up. That sounds good and everything like that. And that does happen. But realistically, I think you'll come out on the better if you focus on self a little, sharpen that side a little bit more before you dive into it.
That man is making 80K, right? He's making 80K. What the hell? Like, I just don't, like, that's more than a lot of men. So it's like,
Wait, your brother making 80K?
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. He's been at 60 for a while, so he just got the 80K, right? And at his job, he was like an administrator. So he like had all these females who really was into him, like who was on his level at his job, and they would like make food for him. He would date them lightly, but because he was at 60, he was like, I'm not where I need to be. I'm not even focused on none of that. Even though they were beautiful women, they were nice women.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
He wasn't getting attention. Okay, that's a little different.
I think that's great.
Can I hear? Can I hear Anton's thoughts on this one?
I get
no.
Anton will speak again.
No.
You're his biggest fan right now. You super
fan. We promise you. You know he want to say.
I'm trying to absorb all the wisdom I can.
Well, then get off the panel.
You got 10 years worth of shit you can look at.
Anton, please.
Anyway, Brittany, I personally, it sounds like your brother is focused. Like to me, what you're describing is him being focused. And I think he should continue. I mean, I'm not a man. I'm sure the older men will speak at some point. but I think that he should continue on being focused, and the rest will. I mean, he's 30. He's 30.
Yeah, but this is the only problem with that. Is now you have these people who are focused. The issue with that is that then you have these men who are focused on, oh, okay, I got to get to this level in my head before I start marriage-mindedly dating, because I'm not at a level I'm not going to marriage-mindedly date. Now I'm out here dating, and I am kind of not, you know, not being honest to these women who are trying to get me as a husband or who are presenting themselves as a wife, because I'm not at that level. Yeah, I'm still going to play with them, but I'm not being serious right now because I'm focused on my career. That's where you get that from, because now these men are like, I don't want to marry yet because I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm still out here dating.
Okay,
and so that's what
hold on. Hey, first of all, your brother gonna get finessed. That's all. That's number one.
Yep.
Your brother's gonna get finessed, because if he's going into it looking to take care of a chick, then he gonna absolutely get sauced. 100%. 100%. He a sucker.
Well, I don't even think that. I think he wants a woman to have a job. I think he does.
That's number one. He gonna get finessed.
Well, that also depends on what type of woman he chooses, though, because not every woman is out there.
He's looking for that chick that's gonna finesse him.
That's why I said, Island, like, what's his type for real?
You don't have to look for a woman, and a woman don't have to be looking for him in order to
I need more information.
He gonna beat a trick, and she just gonna be there for the ride. And finessing him is not always intentional when she come into it, but the fact that he leading with it in order to take care. Listen, a lot of guys is out here getting finessed, and they don't know that they're getting finessed because they don't believe that tricking is tricking just because she his wife. They think that they supposed to just take care of her, but she didn't add really any value into his life prior to him getting in a relationship with her. Marriage is ideally for broke people. Marriage is more beneficial to people that don't have anything. When you get with a person and you can listen, you coming together in order to make sure that you reduce expenses, continue to grow together, shoot in the gym, and you have each other's best interests at heart. That's what allows for you to be much more successful in the future. When you come together, when you don't have shit, is the ideal situation for you to get married in, because neither one of you got anything to lose. And you then can lean on each other, strengths for weaknesses, in order to continue to level up. And she has a vested interest. You know, she there for the right reason, because she wasn't there for your money. She was there because she actually seen what it is, and she was willing to get up under your purpose in order to continue to build this thing. She's going to be the beneficiary of your greatness. That's why it's important for y'all to give 100. This is why it's difficult for y'all to even come into this situation asking for men to pay for everything, because you don't have no real skin in the game, and you don't have no vested interest in him being successful. You're there to get taken care of. That's why it's difficult for women that's waiting for men at the finish line, because by the time that man get to his apex, and by the time he started making money, he figured out what the fucking finesse was. Right. He realized that you're not valuable enough to be in his life because you didn't add any value into him when he didn't have shit. That's why guys are starting to wise up, because they saying, listen, why would I pick you when you on a downslope of who you are? But the way that you value me is based off of my ability to be able to provide for you. The best time for people to get married is when they don't have shit. I don't need you if I have everything. What the fuck I need you for marriage if I'm already a millionaire?
See, I agree with
I need you for, because
that part, but the other part is
no. Stop, man. Stop. Hold on. Think about it like this. Because the reason why women is not winning, especially black women, is because they thinking about it from a selfish perspective. They're looking at it from the perspective of, well, I need a man to do this. Mm-hmm. The way that you become successful in anything is you reverse engineer it by putting yourself in that position. If I'm looking to get this job, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask myself, what are they looking for? Why do they need me? What is it that I need to sell them from in the interview? What value can I add into the organization? The negotiation for the compensation don't come after until they make you the job offer. First, you got to get yourself in the door. So why would a man that's super successful that don't fucking need you, especially if he's older, it's a possibility that he already had kids, which means he don't need you for that. So from a companionship perspective, he can have any woman he wants. Why would he choose you? Because y'all talking about men that's at the end of the finish line. That man got a bevy of options. Your possibility of getting married to him slims because now you're competing with every fucking body.
I mean, I think it depends on what he values. If he values meaningless relationships with random women because he has access to them, then that will work for him. But if he's a man that actually is looking for a lifelong partner, wants to share his world, his wealth, his lifestyle with him, or into something like that, or whatever the case may be, whatever. When you become married, don't you share? Don't you bring your wife into your world?
Think about it like this, Jazz. That's a fair.
Don't you bring your? I'm just saying, like you bring your woman into that world, right? You want to share that with her because you don't want to spend your life with a different random person in your bed. If that's what you value. So I don't think that's everyone's values just because they have all this money and they have access. It's like, so are you saying? It's funny to me that that's always the trope, right? When men get money, they want all this women, but then in the same breath, y'all like to say women aren't special. What makes you so special? It sounds like we're pretty damn special if you got to have so many of us around at one time just to make yourself feel some type of way. Because it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with you actually building with another person and building a legacy. This is just fueling your ego. I've already built
my legacy. This
is just fueling your ego. And if that works for you, and if that works for you, that's cool. But don't.
You think
no, but I'm just saying, don't fear monger.
You think that the money is the thing that means something to the man. The money is a reflection of the legacy that he already built. I built myself. Think about it. By the time that a man gets, let's say he's 40, right? He lived half his fucking life dedicating himself to whatever his craft is already. He built it without you. Why would he need you?